Hello, grade 7, and welcome to session 4 of our lesson, which is angles and lines. In the previous session, we talked about alternating angles. Today, we are going to talk about corresponding angles. This property is used to calculate missing angles. We said that if we have two parallel lines cut by a transversal, we will get equal alternating and equal corresponding angles. Alternating angles are angles forming Z shape or N shape or the opposite of Z shape, just like S shape, while the corresponding angles are angles making F shape or 7, like 7 shape. Okay, so we will get equal alternating and equal corresponding angles. Now let's learn how to identify corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, we get them when a transversal cuts two parallel lines. Then we will get these corresponding angles and they form F shape. So to get equal corresponding angles, we have two conditions. One, we must have parallel lines cut by a transversal. Two, they make F shape. So what is the properties of corresponding angles? When we have parallel lines, then the formed corresponding angles are equal. Look at the following figure. We have BC is parallel to MH. Can you look for a corresponding angle? This one is look like a F shape, but it's upside down. Okay? This is the F shape. This is F shape but upside down. These angles here are called corresponding angles. In this case, the corresponding angles, which are A, B, C and B, M, H, are equal. They are equal to 70 degrees. Let's take more examples about corresponding angles. When we have two parallel lines cut by a transversal, so how can we identify corresponding angles? Corresponding angles are the pairs of equal angles which are formed when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, forming F shape. Let's search for F shapes. Here we have the first one. These two angles are corresponding angles. As you can see, under the F shape, we have corresponding angles. They are equal in measure. Do I have other corresponding angles? Yes, I do. These are also equal corresponding angles. They are equal in measure. Look more. Do I have more corresponding angles? We said that we can search for a shape which is similar to F shape but it's upside down. So yes, this one. These are equal corresponding angles and these are also corresponding angles. Okay, let's see more examples about corresponding angles. The marked angles are corresponding angles. They make like a 7 shape, opposite to F shape. These are also corresponding angles. These are also corresponding angles. These are also equal corresponding angles. But in this figure, there are no equal corresponding angles. Even I have F shape. Look, I have corresponding angles. They make F shape, but they are not equal. We said that we have two conditions to have equal corresponding angles. The first one, we must have parallel lines, but in this case, CE is not parallel to AB. So in this case, the corresponding angles are not equal. In these cases, in these four cases, the corresponding angles are equal. Why? Because we have two parallel lines in each case. But here they are not equal because these two lines are not parallel. Now your turn. Can you name for me corresponding angles? Let's look at the first figure. We have two parallel lines. BC is parallel to DE. So we get equal corresponding angles. This one and this one. Okay, so look at the shape. It's similar to F shape, but it's upside down. So the two corresponding angles here are ABC and BDE. Look here, I also have parallel lines, so the corresponding angles are under the sides of F shape. Here it looks like the 7. So here I have corresponding angles which are equal in measure. This one and this one. So finally, now let's apply the property of corresponding angles to find the missing angles. Which angle is corresponding to 125? So I have here parallel lines. Please, can you search for an angle which is corresponding to this angle? Corresponding means make a corresponding angle F shape. So it will be equal in measure. Yes, C is equal to 125. Look at the F shape. This one under the side of F is equal to this one under the side of F. So C is equal to 125. Now, which angle is corresponding to 48? Corresponding, it means I have to search for F shape. It could be in this form or this form or this form or this form. So let's search. Okay, we have similar to this one. So which angle is corresponding to 48? So this is the side of F shape. Inside it. So we have A equal to 48. So in this case, A is equal to 48 degrees. This is 48 degrees. Can you guess the measure of angle C? Angle C is vertically opposite angle to A, so it's equal to 48 degrees. Now, can you identify the measure of angles B and D? What do you think? Here we have adjacent supplementary angles, so their measure is 180 degrees. So how can we find the measure of angle D? We subtract 48 from 180 degrees, so its measure is 132 degrees. and angle B is equal to angle D equal to 132 degrees because they are vertically opposite angles. As you can see here in the same question, I used the properties of equal corresponding angles, and I used vertically opposite angles and adjacent supplementary angles just to find the missing angles. By this, we finished our session. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.